Me God, Mr. Miller. You have 3 times more board than me.
You have a very impressive herd, I tell you.
Yeah, man, look at this.
Oh, yes.
Very impressive, eh?
One of the spotted ones? No, when I see solid one. Okay. I see this one, Mr. Bernard. Look. Couple months, they're not here all yet. And I didn't carry them,
Good afternoon. We are here at Mr. Miller's farm. We come to actually look at his facility, and we're going to look at some of the things you can do and some of the things you can't do. We're going to look at infrastructure basically. But before we started, we wanted to start and have a look at some of these lovely animals that he has here. Some of the animals he have here is from the imported stock. Some lovely females are here. I mean, look at some of these ladies. That's one of his ram there. Very thick guy. And generally you can just look at these females. So he has a little feed area here that he feeds the animal. And you know, if all the way down here, you can see animals everywhere. You can see them. They're all the way down by those banana tree down there. You can see the animals. So these are his boar goats that he currently have now. So we are going to now take a look at the his infrastructure. We want to look at some of the things that you should look out for in your pen and what best practices are. Let us take a look at that now. Come down here, so. In this area here, you can see some of this look like Mombasa grass that is growing right here. And more of the goats in this pasture area here feeding on the grasses. Yeah. These females here, they are full. You can see their stomach are well full. They eat down a part of the pasture as you're seeing it here now. Very nice. I don't know how those banana trees stay standing, but these boar goats tend to be very picky eaters, so maybe they're not ready for it as yet. This is actually the area that he does the quarantine. They use a part of this building. The downstairs section of this building is part of the quarantine facility. Whenever they import goats, we can see it around the other side. Look at that female. It's almost like Roxy, that female, look how she dripping behind her vagina area. Like she just take ram. Yeah, look how she dripping there, yeah. Look like she just take ram. You think about 80 pounds?
Yeah, and if she 80 pounds, she's ready to see.
She's ready to breed. She have a nice chest area too.
Lovely chest, I noticed her.
Yeah, very nice female. Right. So, it look like they have about 2 ram in here with them too. Yeah. They were fighting. The rams were fighting. Because I think 2 of them is inside here.
Yeah, so one come outside.
Oh, one is out. Oh, they were fighting. This is what happens sometimes with the fights, you know. They usually damage the horn. He was fighting and what happens anytime you see the horn looking like this, Sometimes flies will lay egg inside there, and that's when it's very dangerous. What I usually do is take ivermectin and put in there and spray ivermectin inside of it to stop the flies from, you know, because sometimes in Roxy, you have to shave out around the horn. Because the spray alone, the spray alone won't be effective with this. Sometimes you have to use the ivermectin and put ivermectin right around and make it soak inside the area. Yeah. Want to cut, yeah. Right. All right. Let's go down by the pen. All right. So now we are at Mr. Miller's. This is probably at Mr. Miller's farm, and this side of it is a part of the new pen that he has just recently put in. You can see he uses 2x6 here, and he, used 2x4 in the cross areas. The span here looks to be about like 2 feet apart, but all of this is screwed down and nailed. If you see, it's 4x4 posts, and he screws and nails straps on everything that he's doing inside here. Now this slatted floor, as you can see, this is the plastic slatted floors that he's using, and he uses the mesh as his partitions. Now people might be asking, what is this white stuff that we are seeing here? They use white lime to keep down the urine smell. So they throw the white lime underneath it and it cut down on the smell inside the pen. But you can generally see the facility. He uses the mesh and puts the pipe in between the mesh and secure it. You can see how firm. This is so firm with the pipe in here like this. Very, very nice. And you can actually keep rams in these pens. This is another way of doing it. He used these pipe across here, and he has a mesh on the outside, and he can actually keep ram in this pen because of how strong the facility is built. So we are going to look on the understructure, but you see how sanitary slatted floor like this can be. It's very, very, very solid. And this is why it is so nice to use this. This is the wooden floor, and he uses 2x4 here, but after a time he has to change them out because they break. So let us have a look now at the understructure. And if you look at his roof and how it is laid out, we are in cool Mandeville. He has his water storage here and a feeding can here. But let us look at the understructure now. So this is a typical example of what is better to do. I think they use the 5-gallon bucket and cast this column. You can see the impression that they probably use 5-gallon buckets and cast this from above. And then they put us a short piece of post here, and they use this metal strap to connect it. The whole aim is that when you use the lumber in the dirt or close to the ground directly, the parasites, the water, everything damages the post. If you look, even right here, you're seeing the same thing, right? A concrete post coming up, and then the wooden is right here. If you look even under there, even though he has some short ones, but the concrete is casted, coming up, and then the post start above it. I'm going to now show you another example of what will happen when you plant the post in the ground and what can happen if you do that. All of these posts under this pen is above ground. The wooden part of it is above ground. That's what makes it safer and stronger. All right. You want to go inside? Inside? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mr. Miller, all of the board come out inside or not all? The pen in there?
Just one little section.
The last time we came here, most of the floors here were wooden inside this section. It's now all plastic. He uses these plastic pipes and makes his trough. These are all troughs. And you can see how clean this entire facility is now built out of plastic with the plastic slotted floors, and you can see the troughs and how they were put in. All right, so he has the feeding bags here, and there's one section here that is wooden floor that was left back, hasn't been changed as yet, and you can see what happens with it. It gets clogged up, and it's constant maintenance with the wooden floor. Sometimes the spacing becomes too wide. You see those areas, the width, the wideness. If any kids born on this floor, the foot will get stuck and you will have a dead kid. You have to be so careful with it. A broken foot, and you know, you lose the kids if you do that. Uniquely, I like to talk also about this umbrella style. I call it a awning. If you look over there, he builds that and come down low. That way rain does not blow inside the pen. See, as a awning, I call it a awning. It's built from inside here and it goes out. And it has a space in the top going right down for fresh air. So all the fresh air can come through this awning area. And when you have heavy wind, the breeze will not blow in and wet up the animals. He has also used this, this net. I think it's, what you call it, shaded cloth. Yeah. Shaded cloth. He puts it around the pen like this, that when rain is falling heavy breeze, it doesn't blow in and wet up the animals. So that's how he secures it. Very cheaply done and very effective. If you notice, all of those areas are strapped. They strap. You know, they use the straps on the pens here. And this stops if you have a hurricane, you know, all of these lumbers are strapped. If you look on the other side, which we'll show you shortly, they have a number of pen feeding troughs, mineral bins. Everything is inside here. Let us look. And you see the horning idea that is right here. This works really very well. If you notice that this pen, you know, he built a roof coming over this way, but the whole of that area would be left open. So you put an awning on the side like this. Very, very effective. So whenever the breeze blowing in the rain, it stops it on the shade cloth. So the animals will not get wet inside this pen when you have heavy rainfall. We can also take a closer look at it. And you can see it there. Look on it over there with the shade cloth. Very, very, very effective when you have those hanging over the facility. So let us now take a look at some of the things that you should not do. And we're going to visit another farm to look at that situation. You have a prize that kid there now, that female there where you get now. Oh, you get more than one from Tiger. Yeah, you have to prize it. Eh? Lovely man. Look on the front foot then, just like the father.